Miss Amanda, at this time you're under arrest for DUI. Do you have somebody that can come get the children? Who can come get the children? All right, we just need to call him. I don't want to have DCF have to come out here for him. What's your husband's phone number? Can you write that down for me?
Okay. Can you tell me why I'm being arrested?
You're being arrested for DUI. Driving under the influence. And that influence encompasses alcohol and medications. You're being arrested because you're not able to drive that vehicle safely. The clues and indicators.
Your call has been updated. Your call has been updated.
Turning on to Harbor.
Copy, turning on number.
Your call has been updated. Your call has been updated.
Traffic 5 Central. Back on the access. I believe she's finally stopping. We'll be in the pharmacy.
On February 23rd, 2024, a Charlotte County Sheriff's Corporal initiated a welfare-based investigative stop in Port Charlotte, Florida. The stop was not predicated on an observed traffic violation. It was predicated on a third-party call from identified staff at Charlie's Pub, expressing concern about the driver's ability to safely operate a vehicle. Under Terry v. Ohio, 1968, a brief investigative detention requires only reasonable and articulable suspicion, not probable cause. An identified proximate eyewitness tip satisfies that threshold. This stop was constitutionally sound.
Your call has been updated. Your call has been updated.
Do you have another unit in that, please? Hello.
Time for that 3:30 not due.
Corporal with the Sheriff's Office Traffic Safety Team. Reason I'm stopping the Infinity is we had a call about your vehicle. They were concerned about your ability to operate a vehicle. Is everything okay? Right. Have you had anything, alcohol or anything to drink today? All right. Are you on any medications prescribed by a doctor?
Well, anxiety.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
How much have you had today?
My anxiety meds?
We're right in the middle of the pharmacy.
It's fine.
Yes.
To be made by pharmacy.
It's fine. Last night I had.
Oh, okay. All right. What were you doing up at Charlie's Pub?
I stopped because I had to use the restroom.
Okay. Okay. Well, they're the ones that called. They were concerned about you being able to drive safely. All right. So I have another vehicle coming. How come you didn't, when I got out of the car to walk up to you, you didn't? You just took off on the access right there. Or did you not even see me?
No, I stopped as soon as I saw you.
No. No, I was behind you when you were at the stop sign. I was walking up to your car and you took off. Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well, like I said, right now I'm just waiting. Do you have your license on you, ma'am?
I don't, but I have a picture.
No, that's all right. Are you? Is this your car? Okay. How old is the little baby?
She's 2 and he's 7 months.
Oh, okay. So when you went in the pub, did you just take the baby?
I took her.
You took her in the pub?
Yeah, I just had shoes.
You didn't take him?
No.
You left him in the car?
I left the vehicle running. I just had to pee.
Okay. Right, I'm going to get my form. Can you get her out real quick? Sure.
The little ones? Oh. How we doing? Did you give him your license?
No, I have a picture of you.
On your phone? That's fine. Yeah. Here, if you want to go ahead and step out real quick so he can, and you can find in a minute. Is the vehicle registered to you? Okay, then he'll be able to find it. It's fine. You can leave your phone in there if you want. Yeah. And then just come over here.
Bring over here, miss. I'm going to have one of them stay with the car to watch the children, but I'm going to have you come over here real quick. All right, we're going to go up to that line. All right. At this time, ma'am, I am concerned about your ability to operate a vehicle safely. I'm seeing a couple of clues and indicators that believe me to be that you may not be able to operate it safely. And because of that, I'm going to ask you to submit to field sobriety to make sure you're able to operate your Infinity safely today, okay? Will you do the exercises I'm going to ask of you?
I will.
All right. Ma'am, what's your name?
Amanda.
164.
All right, before we start, I'm going to ask you some questions and complaints of injury. Are you currently sick?
I'm sorry?
Are you currently sick?
No, sir.
Are you currently injured? Ma'am, are you a diabetic? Do you take any insulin?
I do have strep. I'm taking medicine.
Okay, but you don't take insulin?
No.
Okay. Are you an epileptic? Are you currently under the care of a doctor, ma'am?
No.
Are you currently under the care of a dentist, or have you had a dental procedure done in the last 48 hours? Are you taking any medications? And do you have any physical handicaps? Alright, the first thing I'm going to do, Miss Patton, is I'm going to check your eyes. Alright, so what I want you to do is stand with your feet together, arms at your side. You see that pen? I need you to focus on that pen. When I move it, I'm going to move it in a left to right fashion. You're going to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only, keeping your head completely straight. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
Do you have any questions?
No, I do not.
Alright. All right, miss, this time we're going to go upwards. Same thing, just your eyes, head straight, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, relax for a moment. All right, this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around your face in a circle twice. You're going to follow it with your eyes only. After I make that second turn, I'm going to bring it in close to your nose. I'm not going to touch your nose. It'll be very close.
Yes, sir.
As mine, what I'm trying to do is get your eyes to cross.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
One more time. Go ahead and relax for a moment. All six, no vertical.
So,
All six, no vertical. All right, Miss Patton. This white line that you're standing on, do you see it?
Yes, sir.
Do you consider it a fairly straight line?
I do, sir.
Is it free of any debris that could cause you to trip?
No, sir.
It's not. What's on it that could cause you to trip?
No, sir. No, sir.
No, I asked, is it free of any debris?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. I see that you're wearing sandals.
Sir.
Would you like to take those off and do it barefoot, or are you comfortable with your sandals?
I'm comfortable with my
right.
sandals, sir.
All right, what I'm going to do, ma'am, is this time I want you to put your left foot directly on the line. Take your right foot, place it directly in front of left like mine, arms at your side. Stay in that position. Do not start until I tell you to begin. When I tell you to begin, though, Miss Patton, you're going to take a series of steps, counting your steps out loud like such. 1, 2, 3. You're going to go all the way to 9. Upon reaching 9, you're going to leave that lead foot in place. You're going to take that back foot, you'll step out, and a series of steps turning all the way around. You're then going to return back down the line another 9 steps like such. 1, 2,
Sir, I've done
3.
many patterns. I know what it.
As-
But can you take into consideration, please,
The wind?
or the wind?
We'll actually, then we'll move to
Not
that line.
necessarily breeze, but a
Yeah.
wind.
We'll move to that line. Now, as you're doing this, your arms to remain at your side. Your feet are to touch heel to toe. You are to count your steps out loud. Once you start, do not stop. It's 9 steps, a turn, and 9 steps. One continuous motion. There's no stopping in between, okay? Let's move over to this one. And it's not blowing on your side. I hold my camera. Just mark it as you see it if you wouldn't mind. So we're going to start there. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So again, left foot on the line. Right foot in front of left, touching heel to toe.
Got it.
Go ahead and assume the position. Right foot in front of left. All right, nope, don't start yet. Wait till I tell you to start. So left foot on the line, right foot in front of left, touching heel to toe. Right foot in front of left. Are you ready?
Yes, sir, I am ready. I'm sorry. Yes, sir, I am ready.
All right, put your foot, right foot in front of left. That's the starting position. Now begin.
Yes, sir.
Miss Patton, do you remember the instructions?
One in front of the other for nine
Yep.
steps?
And then turn and go back 9, right?
Okay.
How many steps did you take?
I didn't count. I'm
Okay.
sorry. Do you want me to start again?
No, just continue back the other way. Come back there. How many steps was that?
Honestly, I guess that.
Okay. All right.
I can do it again.
No, we're fine. Do you have a stopwatch for me in a second?
Yeah, I can here.
Just wait right here on this line for me.
Yes, sir.
We got 2 more exercises to do.
Sir.
Oh, no, I'll just have you keep the time. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, let me get it ready.
All right. The next exercise is called the one-leg stand.
Sir.
Okay. When I tell you to, you're going to take the foot of your choice and you're going to raise it approximately 6 inches off the ground.
Sir.
It's going to look like this. Your foot will be parallel to the ground, your arms will be straight, your legs will both be straight. 6 inches is like a Coke can. Think about resting your foot on top of a Coke can.
Sir.
You're going to count out loud in the manner of such. 1001, 1002, 1003. You're going to continue to count until I say stop. I'm not going to tell you how long I'm going to have you do it for, but I will tell you that I'm about to do it longer than I'm going to have you do it.
Sir.
If at any time you lose your balance or anything like that and have to put your foot down, regain your composure, pick that foot back up, and continue counting where you left off.
Sir.
So if you have to put it down on a 5, when you pick it back up, make sure we start counting again at 6.
Sir.
All right. Again, both legs are to remain straight. Foot is parallel to the ground, 6 inches off the ground. Arms are at your side. You're looking at your foot, and you're counting out loud 1001, 1002, 1003, and so on.
Sir.
Any questions on what I'm asking you to do?
No, sir.
Do you have what foot do you want to stand on, and what foot do you want to raise?
I'm going to stand on this, but can you block the wind? It's actually very strong.
It is windy. Like I said, I did just do it. But what I can do, I can stand to the side. But what I need you to do is.
I have no problem standing here. I just want you to
Yeah.
block it.
No. Do you have any physical handicaps or ailments that keeps you from doing this?
No, sir.
All right. So you're going to stand on your left and raise your right.
Sir.
All right. Tell me when you're ready. You ready? Begin. and you can stop. All right. Miss Patton, the last exercise is called the finger to nose. So what I need you to do is take both your fingers like this, index fingers. Now put them at your side, palms forward like mine. Remain in that position until I tell you to start. When I tell you, let's switch sides so the sun's not in your eyes. I'd rather have the sun in my eyes. When I tell you to start, you're gonna have your head tilted back and your eyes shut. My eyes are staying open to watch you, but your eyes will be shut, okay?
Yes,
if
sir.
I say left, I'm going to call out a series of lefts or rights.
Sir.
If I say left, it's straight up, tip of the nose, tip of the finger, and right back down to your side.
Sir.
I will not remind you to put it down.
Sir.
If I say right, it'll be the exact same. Straight up, tip of nose, tip of finger, and right back down to your side.
Sir.
So we're clear, that's the tip of the finger. Not
Yes.
the nail, not the pad, not the sides.
Yes, sir.
If this is your nose, and that's that's the bridge, and those are your nostrils, it's literally the tip to tip. So it's
this.
like this. Nope, like this. Straight on, and
So,
then right down.
this.
This. Just
This.
like that. Yes,
So
ma'am.
turn it around to
Yep, to your nose and right back
Sir.
down to your side.
Sir.
All right, Miss Patton, head back, eyes shut, left, right, remember the instructions. Remember the instructions.
This.
You gotta put your hand down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, sir.
Left, right, right, left.
The officer administered all 3 NHTSA standardized field sobriety tests: horizontal gaze nystagmus, walk and turn, and one-leg stand, preceded by the required pre-test medical screening. Protocol compliance here was meticulous. On the HGN, the officer recorded all 6 horizontal clues and no vertical nystagmus. That combination is clinically significant. Vertical nystagmus typically indicates high-dose alcohol or polysubstance impairment. Its absence here, combined with the subject's disclosed use of anxiolytics and steroids, pointed towards CNS depressant drug impairment, not alcohol. Under Florida Statute Section 316.193, DUI encompasses impairment by alcohol and controlled substances alike, including lawfully prescribed medications. The prescription defense is available in Florida, but it does not operate as an absolute bar to conviction if impairment of normal faculties is independently established. The officer also administered the finger-to-nose test, a non-NHTSA standardized supplemental exercise. Viewers should understand this distinction. The 3 standardized tests carry peer-reviewed scientific validation. Non-standardized tests are admissible in Florida courts, but carry reduced evidentiary weight and are more vulnerable to defense challenge. The absence of a drug recognition expert evaluation is the primary gap in this investigation, where impairment indicators point to drug influence rather than alcohol. As they did here, a full 12-step DRE protocol provides a far more defensible evidentiary foundation than field sobriety testing alone. The officer was not required to conduct a DRE, but its absence left the case more susceptible to a medication tolerance defense. Regarding Miranda, no advisement was required during the pre-arrest investigative phase. The Supreme Court held in Berkemer v. McCarty, 1984, that a roadside traffic stop does not constitute custody for Miranda purposes. The subject's voluntary medication disclosures, including the second anxiolytic and steroid she had not initially mentioned, were made without custodial interrogation and are fully admissible. The child neglect charge under Florida Statute Section 827.03 was predicated on the subject's own admission. She left a 7-month-old infant unattended in the vehicle while entering the pub with only the 2-year-old. Florida's child neglect statute does not require proof of actual harm. Culpable negligence creating foreseeable risk is sufficient. Leaving an infant alone in a motor vehicle satisfies that standard. The enhanced DUI charged 2 counts under Florida statute, Section 316.193. Subsection 4 applies when a minor under 18 is present in the vehicle. At the time of the impaired operation, 2 children were present. 2 counts were therefore appropriate.
All right. I got one last exercise. It's a balance exercise.
Sure.
Face that step sign real quick. I'm going to explain how to balance for you real quick in a minute.
Central 330.
Do it. Miss Amanda, at this time you're under arrest for DUI. Do you have somebody that can come get the children? Who can come get the children? All right, we need to call him. I don't want to have DCF have to come out here for him. What's your husband's phone number? Can you write that down for me?
Can you
We're
tell
gonna
me
go over
why
this one.
I'm being pressed?
You're being arrested for DUI. Driving under the influence. And that influence encompasses alcohol and medications. You're being arrested because you're not able to drive that vehicle safely. The clues and indicators you provided me during field sobriety are enough to affect the arrest on you. So we're going to go to my car. No, we're good. I got it all on the camera too.
I got the number for you, but I'll keep it.
All right, will you give him a call and see if he can come get the children?
Yeah.
Can you search? We're going to come over here. This female is going to search you real quick before I put you in the car, okay? Miss Amanda, do you have anything on your person that can get you in trouble? No. Okay. Nothing on you that's going to get you in trouble at the jail, drugs,
No.
weapons, or anything? Okay. Is there anything in the vehicle that's going to get you in trouble? Drugs, marijuana, weapons, anything? Hey, it's questions I have to ask.
I said no.
I know, and I'm just saying, it's just questions we have to ask.
Ma'am. Search for your person, okay? So go ahead and spread your feet for me.
What's your husband's name?
Charles.
Charles.
You want to tell me what I failed?
It's not pass or fail, but I'll tell you that you gave me enough clues and indicators to arrest you.
Oh, did I?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Pockets.
No, I have no pocket.
You have just one bra on or two?
All right, keep trying. I need,
What do you
I'll
need?
get the names of the children. Or if you get a hold of him, I'm going to need the names and ages of the children. Charles.
Does this have a built-in bra with it?
No.
Well, I'm just asking. You got a couple of layers.
Well,
I'm trying not to pinch you.
you gotta realize. Does my anxiety medicine that I didn't tell you about have anything to do with this?
Absolutely.
My steroids?
Absolutely.
All right.
If you look at your medication bottle, it says do not operate machinery.
No, and
It absolutely.
that I didn't tell you about.
Okay. It could be. I'm not sure what that is, but the anxiety medications, absolutely, ma'am.
Also a steroid. Right.
Yeah.
Come on, listen.
Okay. She'll be right back up.
Go ahead and have a seat.
You might.
Just give them the number over the radio.
Go ahead and have a seat.
We're trying to get a hold of your husband.
Come on.
You gotta take a seat.
Go ahead and have a seat.
You're my kids.
They're going to be taken care of, okay?
Hi, is this Charles? Charles, this is Corporal Conant from the Sheriff's Office. I need you to come to Harbor and 41, where the pharmacy is, and pick up your children. Your wife's been arrested for DUI, and I have the children, the 2-year-old and the infant in the Infinity, and I need them picked up. Yep, 41 in Harbor and Port Charlotte. Are you familiar with Port Charlotte any? Yep. And it'll be there's a 7-Eleven on one corner, and across the street from the 7-Eleven there's a Midway pharmacy. We're in the pharmacy parking lot.
I can give you the address real quick.
And I'll have a couple deputies standing by with the kids until you get here, okay?
The address if you need.
All right, the address is 3370 Tamiami Trail. Yep, and that's Port Charlotte, Florida. Yes, sir. All right, thank you, sir. All right, it's going to be a bit. He's coming from Sarasota.
Shit, okay.
But,
3039's probably have to stay.
that's fine.
Now the grades. Amanda Patton receives a C. She cooperated throughout and did not resist arrest, both meaningful factors. However, she operated a motor vehicle with 2 young children aboard. While impaired by multiple medications she did not fully disclose, left an infant unattended in a vehicle, and failed to count steps allowed during the walk and turn, a scored evidentiary clue. Cooperation does not negate the underlying conduct that triggered these charges. The Charlotte County Sheriff's Office receives a B. The deployment of a traffic safety team and the officer's evident protocol training.
I got one last exercise. It's a balance exercise. Face that step sign real quick. I'm going to explain how to balance for you real quick in a minute.
Points for the absence of a DRE pipeline, a systemic gap, not an individual failure.
Miss Amanda, this time you're under arrest for DUI.
Prescription
Do you have somebody that can come get the
medications
children?
shield against DUI prosecution in Florida.
Who can come get the
If your
children?
medication bottle warns against
All right, we need to call him. I don't want to have DCF have to come out here for him. What's your husband's phone number?
Foreseeability. Never operate
Write that down for me.
with children aboard.
Tell me why I'm being
You're being arrested for DUI.
An infant unattended
Driving under the influence.
under any circumstance.
And that influence encompasses alcohol and medication.
Even with the engine
Hey,
off.
you're being arrested because you're not able to drive that vehicle safely.
Law enforcement.
The clues and indicators you provided me during field sobriety are enough to affect the arrest on you. So we're going to go to my car. No, we're good. I got it all on the camera, too.
Initiate a drug
All right, will you give him a call and see if he can come get the children?
or
sir?
comply with arrest processing. Field sobriety.
We're going to come over here. This female's going to search you real quick
DRE
before I put you in the car, okay?
cooperation and drug
Miss Amanda, do you have
impairment
anything on your person that can get you in trouble?
evidentiary gap that defense
Nothing on you that's going to get you in trouble with the jail,
exploit.
drugs, weapons, or
The
anything?
standard is
Okay.
not whether you
Is there anything in the
commit
vehicle
arrest,
that's going to
it
get you in
is
trouble?
whether the case
Drugs,
will be
marijuana,
proven.
weapons?
I want an attorney.
I accepted.
No, it's fine. I'll rewatch my video for the. I mean, I got the return was like 20.
Okay, yeah.
Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out our second channel, Audit the Court, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.